Hey everyone, welcome back to Anchored Life with Kayla. It is such a beautiful fall day. I thought I would sit outside. And it is also harvest, which is really a big deal around here because my husband is a grain farmer. And so when the weather is nice, he is working all day, almost every day, trying to get stuff done because if you don't get your grain off the field before the weather turns, then you don't have your money for the year. So he is go, go, go. And I work shift work as a nurse. So as you can probably imagine, it is difficult sometimes to actually spend time with each other more than just passing, hey, have a good day, honey. I like to say that he works seasonal shift work and I work weekly shift work. So with that combination, no one has a regular schedule around here. With my work position right now, I typically work 7 days in a row and then I have 7 days off, which the 7 days off is really great. But 7 days can be a lot to work in a row. And then with Bruce, you never know what the day is going to hold. So you can't even make plans sometimes for that day because all of a sudden the weather might be nice and then he's able to go out and combine or whatever. So as you can imagine, it puts a little bit of a strain on a marriage. Around here, we call it a harvest widow. So you get it. You don't get to see your husband at all unless you go and bring supper to the field or it's raining and they can stay home. But then, maybe I'm at work too. And I know lots of marriages have seasons like this, whether it's a literal season of the year when you're super busy, like when you're a farmer, or if it's just a season of life when you have young kids and everybody's busy. In the early years of our marriage, probably for the first 3 or 4 years, I just always had these dramatic feelings that we were going to get divorced if things kept heading on this direction as things were when we were really busy in harvest. And not that I thought we were actually going to get divorced, but that's just how it felt if we kept going that way. And over time now, after 7 years of marriage, I am a little less dramatic about these things. Also, since we became parents and have our daughter Sophie, it is a little easier. Maybe not easier, maybe just different because I still have someone in the house and someone who needs my attention. But we have worked on some things that have made things better during this time. So our relationship isn't the same way that it was when we first got married. And a lot of it has to do with communication. When I talked to Bruce about how I was feeling about, feeling neglected and our marriage wasn't doing so great when we couldn't see each other, he kind of had the opposite perspective. He thought things were fine because we were just on hold while things were really busy at the farm. And I'm thinking, no, you can't just put me on hold. That's not how it works. So we had to really work on our communication to make sure that we came to this mutual understanding of what our marriage needed. And to be honest, it's kind of like bare minimum, right? Through some seasons, all you can do is the bare minimum, but you need at least the bare minimum to keep going, right? So for me, it was like, okay, I need the occasional phone call and the text just to know that you're thinking about me and that we can just connect about what's going on in our days so I don't feel so far away from you. So that is something that we've continued and it has really helped in these busy seasons, is just making sure that you just take even like 1 minute to write a quick text. Lately, Bruce has been sending me pictures of him and Sophie when I'm at work. So whether they're on the tractor together or they're just playing together, it's just really sweet and just helps me feel like I'm still, part of the family and that we're still connected, knowing what's going on in each other's day. And we just have to take advantage of those opportunities that come to spend time with each other. Like last week after work, I was tired, did not want to go anywhere, but I took Sophie, we went out to the field, we had supper on the field with all the guys, and we were able to go for a little combine ride with Bruce. And it was only half an hour, but at least we got to spend time together. So we got to see both of her parents at the same time, which is important. So even just having those little moments that you kind of just carve out, even if you don't necessarily feel like it, it's just going to help make your relationship better. And lastly, one of the biggest things that has made a difference for me personally in busy seasons in my marriage is when I believe the best of my husband. Instead of feeling all stressed out that he wants to divorce me because he hasn't called me today. No, reframing that thought, going back, okay, I know that's not true. That is just letting my mind get carried away. I'm going to stop, reframe this. Okay, my husband is busy today. He still loves me, and we are going to have a great marriage together. Just believing the best of your spouse and believing that they have the best intentions for your marriage and your relationship is going to stop you from being paranoid and stop you from letting these thoughts take over your mind and take up real estate in your mind when they really do not need to be there and are actually going to cause damage to the way you're thinking and to your relationship. Reframing the way you're thinking does not require your spouse's support, does not require you guys working together to make your marriage better. This is something that you can do by yourself to make your marriage better. So I think that's pretty great and something that is worth doing if it's going to make your thinking and your life and your marriage healthier. I hope that by sharing what I've learned in busy seasons of marriage is able to help you guys. And if you have some great tips on what to do during busy seasons of marriage that makes it better, let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear it. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you know when my new videos come out. And share it with a friend if you know someone that would enjoy this video. See you guys soon.